Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. Before we begin, I am Jerry Ampelihai.
And I am Vivian Oguche.
And before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. And now to the headlines. Babangida says Abiola won June 12 election, regrets annulment.
Court clears IPOP deputy leader Edozim from wanted persons list.
Tinubu signs Federal University of Technology Environmental Sciences bills.
Nigeria urges China to remove trade tariffs.
PDP governors back Adeleke urge Tinubu security chiefs to act.
CBN retains MPR at 27.50%. That is in business news.
In sports, Chelsea willing to pay 17 million euros for Victor Boniface.
Well, in entertainment news, I own the troll page before stardom, and that's coming from Ira Star. Now, in the news in detail, a former military president, General Ibrahim Babangida, says the June 12, 1993 presidential election, which he controversially annulled, was won by Moshood Kashimawo Abiola of the Social Democratic Party. Babangida, who disclosed this in his autobiography, A Journey in Service, which was unveiled in Abuja earlier today, described the annulment as the most difficult decision of his life. Reviewing the book, former Vice President Yemi Oshibajo quoted Babangida as saying that Abiola met all constitutional requirements. According to him, these included securing the majority of votes and the necessary geographical spread to be declared president. Stating that he would handle the situation differently if given another chance, Babangida had cited national security as reason for the annulment. Regretting the decision, he said the tragic irony of history remains that the administration that devised a near-perfect electoral system and conducted those near-perfect elections could not complete the process. However, he said that as a leader of the military administration, he accepts full responsibility for all decisions taken under his watch. In his keynote address, former President of Ghana, Nana Akufo-Addo, emphasized the importance of multi-party democracy and Africa's development. He warned against the growing wave of military takeovers, calling them a setback to democratic progress.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday signed bills establishing the Federal University of Technology and Environmental Sciences in Iyin, Ekiti State, and Federal Universities of Agriculture and Studies in Iragbiji, Osun State into law. Leader of the Senate, Okweyemi Bamidele, revealed this in a statement by his Directorate of Media and Public Affairs in Abuja. Bamidele, who sponsored the two bills establishing both varsities in 2023 and 2024, said the institutions would bridge the knowledge gap in science, technology, and innovation required for national development.
Now, Vice President Kashim Shettima has presided over the National Economic Council meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, with discussions on the establishment of state police taking center stage. The council, which comprises state governors, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, and the Minister of Finance, is expected to make key decisions on economic and security matters affecting the nation. The major highlight of today's meeting is the long-awaited deliberation on state police, and NEC had previously received submission from all 36 states on the matter, with initially discussions expected in January 2025. The issue has sparked national debate, with advocates arguing that decentralizing policing would enhance security at the grassroots level, while opponents raise concerns over potential abuse by state governments. Under Shettima's leadership, NEC served as a critical platform for governors to provide regional insights, ensuring that economic and security policies reflect the realities of different states.
The Nigerian government has urged its Chinese counterpart to remove trade tariffs for the country. This follows China's recent removal of trade tariffs for 33 African countries. The Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, disclosed this during an audience with the Chinese ambassador to Nigeria, Yu Dunhai. According to a statement by her media aide, Magnus Eza, Odumegu Ojukwu also expressed the Nigerians' readiness to industrialize, stating that Nigeria will collaborate with China to achieve economic diversification. She said the African country has had a robust relationship with China spanning over 5 decades, and that the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu prioritizes the diversification and strengthening of the nation's economy. Odumego Ojukwu highlighted the president's commitment to strategic partnership with China, mentioning the establishment of electric vehicle plants, digital communication, renewable energy, all aspects of digital economy and agriculture as major areas in Nigeria needing Chinese support.
And for some politics now, governors elected under the People's Democratic Party, PDP, have declared support for Governor Adeleke of Osun State over the ongoing local government leadership crisis. The crisis followed last year's dismissal of Osun State local government chairman and councillors by the Federal High Court in Osogbo and their subsequent reinstatement by the Court of Appeal in Akure. However, their attempt to return to office sparked violent clashes leading to multiple deaths across the state. In a statement by Bauchi State Governor and Chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, Bala Mohammed, the governors condemned the violence and highlighted Adeleke's earlier warnings of potential unrest. According to the governors, their concern stems from the fact that Adeleke had warned about the imminent breakdown of law and order and appealed to the responsible authorities to act to forestall it. The PDP-GF further condemned the resort to self-help by political players whose conduct ought to have been guided by the provisions of extant laws in a democratic society. Commending Adeleke for his exemplary leadership, the governors appealed to President Bola Tinubu, the Director General of Directorate of Security Services, the Inspector General of Police, and heads of other law enforcement agencies to move quickly to restore law and order.
The United States Ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, has said that there is no evidence that the United States Agency for International Development is funding Boko Haram or any terrorist group. Mills spoke after meeting with the Nigerian Governors Forum in Abuja late Wednesday night, noting that no nation condemns Boko Haram's violence more strongly than the U.S. According to the envoy, the U.S. has strict policies to prevent U.S. AID or any other U.S. assistance from being diverted to terrorist groups like Boko Haram. Mills further assured that if any evidence is found, the U.S. government will work with the Nigerian government to investigate it. He stressed that no friend of Nigeria is stronger in condemning Boko Haram's violence and disregard for human life than the United States. Moreover, the U.S. designated Boko Haram as a foreign terrorist organization since 2013, allowing America to arrest and seize its members and their assets, he stated. Following the funding claim, the Nigerian Senate called on the National Security Advisor Nuhu Ribadu alongside the heads of the National Intelligence Agency and Defense Intelligence Agency to address the alleged terrorist funding involving USAID.
And now the Lagos-Badagry Expressway, which is currently being rehabilitated and expanded into 6 lanes, is targeted to be completed by April. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, has said. Umahi said the 46-kilometer stretch, which is the first section of the ECOWAS route to Semeboda and Abidjan, will be ready for inauguration by President Bola Tinubu, who will commemorate his second year in office. The minister, who spoke during an inspection tour of the highway on Thursday, disclosed that the contractor handling the project has been paid 50 billion naira out of the 71 billion naira contract sum. He added that the contractor has demonstrated capacity to deliver the project by the set timeline, just as a meeting with the contractor has been scheduled to discuss how to finalize the remaining 5 kilometers before the 20th of April. Mahi further stated that the second section terminating at Semeboda will be done with concrete pavement, adding that the proposition will be made for the border states to complete their sections of the highway project terminating at Abidjan.
All right, you're still watching the 9 p.m. news and Voice of the People TV. When we return, call to cleanse IPOB Deputy Leader Edozem from wanted persons list. Stay with us for this and more stories after this break. Welcome back. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) on Thursday arraigned 20 foreign nationals before Justice Musa Kataki of the Federal High Court, Lagos, for alleged cybercrime and attempt to destabilize Nigeria's social and economic structure. The defendants include 15 Filipinos, 1 Indonesian, and 4 Chinese nationals. When the matter was called, prosecution counsel N.K. Unkoa prayed that the charges against the defendants be read so that they could take their plea. Consequently, the charge was read and all the defendants in the separate charges pleaded not guilty to the same. The lawyer also pleaded with the court to remand the defendants in the custody of Nigerian Correctional Service pending trial. However, counsel to the defendants, Bridget Omo-Tenor and B.A. Opai, opposed him, praying to the court for a short adjournment to enable the defendants to explore the possibility of a plea bargain with the prosecution. Justice Kakaki, after listening to the parties, granted the prosecutor's prayer and remanded the defendants in the Nigerian Correctional Services custody pending trial and adjourned the case till March 18 and 20, 2025 for trial.
Well, still on legal matters, the Federal High Court sitting in Owerri, Imo State, presided over by Justice R.N. Owebo, on Thursday declared illegal and inconclusive the head of Directorate of the State for the Indigenous People of Biafra, Chika Edoziem, in the wanted list of Nigeria. IPOB's counsel Ifeanyi Ejiofor disclosed this in a statement to newsmen in Owerri after the court session. According to the statement, Ejiofor described the ruling as historic. He stated that the court delivered a landmark judgment in the suit between Edoziem versus the Minister of Defense and Chief Defense Staff, and consequently declared as illegal Edoziem's wrongful designation as a wanted person, terrorist, insurgent, kidnapper, and violent criminal.
The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has emphasized the need for synergy between the military and the media, saying it has never been more pressing than in this era of insurgency and evolving security threats in the country. General Musa spoke on Thursday at a symposium organized by Nigerian Union of Journalists, Kaduna State Council. He was represented by 1 Division Garrison Commander, Brigadier General Mohammed Kana. The symposium was titled "The Future of Journalism Practice in Nigeria, Challenges and Prospects." According to Musa, while the military is tasked with protecting national sovereignty and maintaining law and order, the media serves as the watchdog of society, ensuring accountability and transparency. He noted that the interface between these two institutions has often been fraught with challenges stemming from issues of misinformation, sensationalism, and a lack of trust. He added that it is therefore imperative that both the military and the media foster what he called a more dynamic and collaborative relationship that ensures responsible reporting while safeguarding national security interests.
Well, let's turn our attention to solving societal ills now. As the Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Samuel Obuku, has charged young girls in the Niger Delta region to embrace a digital education and artificial intelligence to provide solutions to societal challenges. Obuku spoke during the Niger Delta Help the Girl Child program organized by the NDDC in Port Harcourt, Rivers State on Thursday. In a statement by the Director of Corporate Affairs, Seledi Thompson Wakama, Obuku stressed the importance of educating girls and giving them a voice in society. He urged students to embrace digital education and act as positive ambassadors of the Niger Delta and Nigeria. Obuku, who was represented by NDDC Director of Education, Health and Social Services, Dr. Patience Izugu, said the Commission will continue to provide comfortable and enabling platforms for the dreams of the girl child to be actualized. He said that apart from the infrastructural development, the Commission is into human capital development and has provided other initiatives that support educational programs by distributing textbooks and lesson tablets to improve digital learning.
Ginger farmers across Nigeria have called on the federal government to urgently intervene in the ongoing crisis threatening the country's once thriving ginger industry. The farmers, through their National Youth Representative Youth in Agribusiness, Jerry Toby, appealed to the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Abubakar Kyari, to take decisive action to prevent a total collapse of the sector. In a statement today, Toby, who represents over 100,000 ginger farmers, decried the state of Nigeria's ginger industry, saying the ginger business in Nigeria is on the brink of collapse due to rampant fungal infections, lack of access to disease-resistant seed varieties, and soaring production costs.
The federal government has reaffirmed commitment to granting full autonomy to the 774 local councils, aiming to strengthen grassroots administration and improve service delivery. This was stated at the Gombe State Local Government Summit, where the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, emphasized the importance of local government in national development. VOP TV's Matthew Ogunsuada reports.
The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to strengthening local government administration and granting full autonomy to the 774 councils nationwide. Speaking at the Gombe State Local Government Summit, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, emphasized that local government is crucial to grassroots development. Represented by Permanent Secretary Nadungu Gagari, he stressed that for Nigeria to achieve effective and inclusive growth, local councils must function as the third tier of government as outlined in the Constitution. In response, Gombe State Governor Inuwa Yaya commended President Tinubu's commitment to local government autonomy and federalism, stressing the need for financial discipline and accountability to maximize the benefits of local government autonomy. As Voice of the People TV, we are on the street gathering public reactions on what local government autonomy means for the nation.
If local governments should be given that power, to make laws for the people that they are leading, it's okay. And if also they should be given that power also to generate funds for their people, it's nothing bad, so it's okay. Just like in days ago, it is kings that rule, and kings they make law for the people, they generate funding for the people at the same time. So it's just like you giving the local government power, is to actually help them to serve the people the more, because they are more familiar with those that they are staying with. They know the number of people they are with, they know them from house to house and all of that. It's actually a good thing.
Local government, they're supposed to bring employment and security, because terrorists, they're everywhere now. So some people, they not feel come out and do their business with pure peace. Local government is supposed to take care of that thing. We are area now. We don't have water. Water not there for our area. And our quota, you don't full. Nylon, everything, lot of things. Our local government to come and help us and maintain the environment.
We cannot head to the federal. We head to the local government. We hear from them. We receive from them. We are expecting more help from them, because it's from them that we are going to get to it. We cannot step without them. We do with them before the federal. So we're expecting even favor, good things before the federal, because it's them that will speak before us.
To make sense, if the local government will actually have the power, because it's the local government people that is actually close to the main people, which I would say in the streets. The senators, the house rep, the president and governor might not actually know we individual, but we are very close to the local government than the people up there. So I feel that definitely the local government should have a little bit of power.
As we've heard from citizens, local government autonomy is seen as a crucial step towards better governance and effective service delivery. However, citizens emphasize the need for transparency, accountability, and proper resource management across the country. Matthew Ogunsuada, reporting for Voice of the People TV.
Reacting to the talk about local government autonomy, which has been long awaited. Okay, coming up next is business, sports, and entertainment stories after the break. Do stay with us. Welcome back, and now to business, where the Central Bank of Nigeria today resolved to retain the monetary policy rate, the benchmark interest, at 27.50%, with the asymmetric corridor of plus 500 over minus 100 basis points around the NPR. The Apex Bank also left all monetary policy tools unchanged, including the cash reserve ratio of deposit money banks at 50% and that of merchant banks at 16%, as well as the liquidity ratio at 30%. The retention came amid a declaration in inflation in January. Addressing journalists at the end of the two-day meeting of the Monetary Policy Committee in Abuja, the CBN Governor Olayemi Cardoso said the committee was unanimous in its decision to hold rates at current levels.
Now, 13 Nigerian companies recorded a significant increase in their current tax liabilities, which surged by 50.54% from 139.85 billion naira in 2023 to 210.52 billion naira in 2024. The rise in tax obligations reflects the impact of economic conditions and corporate earnings on tax expenses. Current tax liabilities refer to the amount a company owes in taxes for the current financial period. This includes corporate income tax and other statutory tax obligations that are due within the year, impacting cash flow and financial stabilities. The figures were obtained from the company's financial statements for the period ended December 31, 2024, highlighting the financial obligations these firms are set to fulfill within the year.
Alright, Super Eagles striker now moving to sponsor. Super Eagles striker Victor Boniface has emerged one of the most sought-after names in the transfer market. The Nigerian forward, currently with Bayer Leverkusen, has attracted interest from Chelsea, who are reportedly willing to pay 70 million euros to enhance their attacking options with his signing. Boniface's impact at Bayer Leverkusen has been significant, having established himself as one of the top offensive players in the Bundesliga and sparking the interest of several top European clubs. Last season, he played a pivotal role in Leverkusen's success, helping the team win the Bundesliga and DFB Pokal titles while also reaching the final of the Europa League. His impressive tally of 21 goals and 10 assists was instrumental in making Xabi Alonso's team one of the most dominant in Germany. Though his performances have dipped slightly this season with 10 goals across all competitions, he remains a valuable asset for the German side. Chelsea is on the lookout for a forward who can provide consistent scoring and view the Nigerian striker as the ideal candidate to lead their attacking efforts. Boniface's ability to create opportunities in the opponent's penalty area and his versatility align perfectly with what Chelsea needs to compete at the highest level in the Premier League.
Now, Super Eagles star Ademola Lookman has taken a swipe at coach Gian Gasperini after the Atalanta head coach branded the forward one of the worst penalty takers he has ever seen. Gasperini's frustrations followed the club's elimination from the UEFA Champions League on Tuesday night, beg your pardon. Atalanta needed to overturn a 2-1 defeat to Club Brugge in the second leg of their UCL playoff, but lost 3-1 at home to the Belgian side. Atalanta were eventually booted out by Brugge 5-2 on aggregate, despite Lookman's effort, including scoring a goal immediately after he came on as a substitute, but later missed a spot kick. Gasperini then singled out Lookman for criticism over his decision to take the penalty.
And moving on to entertainment, where award-winning singer R. Star has admitted to owning a troll social media page before gaining fame. The singer, whose real name is Oyinkansola Adeleke, made the revelation during an appearance on the popular podcast I Said What I Said. According to R. Star, she also had a dedicated fan page for American rapper Nicki Minaj. R. Star has been repeatedly targeted by trolls over her fashion choices and postures, but has remained vocal and unapologetic in her responses.
Well, controversial Nigerian singer Habib Okikiola, popularly known as Portable, has been granted bail by the magistrate court in Abeokuta following his arraignment on charges of assault and obstruction of government officials. Portable had surrendered himself to the police at the Lagos State Criminal Investigations Department on Wednesday after being declared wanted by the Ogun State Command. Following this, he was transferred to the Ogun State Police Headquarters before being presented in court on Thursday. The singer faced a 5-count charge including conspiracy, assault, restriction, being armed with cutlasses and guns, and conduct likely to cause harm. He pleaded not guilty to all charges. However, Portable's counsel, Oluwatoyin Ayodele, pleaded for bail, assuring the court that his client is now remorseful and has learned his lessons. Magistrate O.L. Oke granted the singer bail in the sum of 2 million naira with one surety in like sum and adjourned the case until the 5th of March for trial. Alongside Portable, 9 of his aides were also arraigned on similar charges before the magistrate, all charged with felony, assault, obstruction, and conduct likely to breach public peace.
And that's it on the 9 p.m. news. Before we go, a quick look at the headlines. We told you earlier that Babangida says Abiola won June 12th election, regrets annulment.
Also, court clears IPOB deputy leader Edoziem from wanted persons list.
Alright, Tinubu signs Federal University of Technology Environmental Sciences bills.
And Nigeria urges China to remove trade tariffs.
Alright, PDP governors back Adeleke urge Tinubu security chiefs to act.
Well, in business, CBN retains MPR at 27.50%.
In sports, Chelsea willing to pay 70 million euros for Victor Boniface.
In entertainment, I own the troll page before stardom, says Irostar. Do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV, and on other social media platforms, we are at VOP TV Live. Well, I'm Vivian Oguche.
And I'm Jerry. Good
Good evening.